So good morning, children. So today we are going to discuss about application-based questions from chapter 7. Okay. So we have already chapter 7. It is about data handling, right? Okay. So in the data handling, we have discussed about different data types, and then we have discussed about different operators, different types of expression, precedence of operators. Okay. All these things we have discussed. And today we are going to discuss about application based questions. Okay, applying whatever the knowledge that we have shared, we are going to solve the book back exercise. Okay, so we will discuss one by one, right? So I'll be writing the answers in a notepad so that you will be able to copy that. So here I'm having the okay, so let us read the first question. So in the application based question, the first question is, what is the result produced by bool of 0? Okay, what is the Boolean value of 0? What is the result of Boolean value 0? It is
False.
So it is 1. Number 1, the answer is false.
False.
Okay, the value of Boolean value 0 is false. Okay, so look at the second question. It is bool of str of 0. The second question is, let me write it to explain it. So bool of str of 0. Okay, bool of str of 0. Okay, so this is the question that is given. Okay, what is the answer to that? So whenever you are having the nested function, you have to evaluate from the innermost function. Okay, so inside the bool function, I am having str of 0. Okay, so what is the result of str of 0? So the result of str of 0 is, this is the second subdivision. So bool of str of 0. So when you convert that, it will become bool of, what is str of 0? It is nothing but the number 0 within quotes. Okay, so if you give a string of something, whatever the value that you give it within the parenthesis, that will be converted into a string. So here I'm having the integer 0. So that 0 you are converting it into a string. So you will be getting the string 0. So now you have to evaluate bool of the string with the value 0. Okay, so here when we talk about the strings, okay, only the null string have the value false. All the other strings have the value true. So bool of 0, the result is true. Okay, so the result is true. Okay, so bool of str of 0 abdina, first you have to evaluate the innermost function, then you have to use the bool function to find out the Boolean value. So here this is not the empty string, I'm having the string, some string with some value. So apart from empty string, all the other strings have the value true. So the answer to this question is true, right? Okay, so next let us go to the next question. So the next question is, 6 is equal to input of value, and what will be the output if the input for both the statement is 5 plus 4 divided by 2. Okay, so there is a input function in both the statements. So when it is asking for the input, I'm going to press 5 plus 4 divided by 2. So when you give it, what will be the output? That is what they are asking. Okay, so here 6 is equal to input. We have already learned that through input function you will be getting the value in the form of a string. Okay, so through input function you will be getting the value in the form of a string. So when you give the value as, when you enter the expression as 5 plus 4 divided by 2, then this particular statement will become 6 equal to within the quotes you will be having 5 plus 4 divided by 2. Okay, so this is the comparison that you have to do. Okay, when you have the equality operator, so here I'm having the integer, here I'm having the string. So your relational operators that needs to be treated differently. That is, your equality operators will work in a way that is, the functionality of a equality operator is different from the functionality of a non-equality operator. So when you try to compare the operands of uncomparable type, that will give you the result as false. Okay, so here I'm having the integer 6, here I'm having the string 5 plus 4 divided by 2. You cannot compare these two, so it will give the result as false. Okay, you can say yes, okay, understood. That you can say always.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the next expression, yes, thanks dear. So 6 is equal to int of input of. So int of input of அப்படினு சொல்றப்போ, so inputக்கு it is going to be a string. So it is going to be int of, within the quotes you will get 5 plus 4 divided by 2. Okay, it is 5 plus 4 divided by 2. Okay, so this is what the statement. Okay, so there is a int function. Now you can pass the string as an argument to the integer function. However, when you are passing it as a string, so it can contain only numbers. It can contain only numbers. However, here in this string, I'm having the operators plus and then slash, which is not allowed. Okay, plus and slash, which is not allowed. So when you execute this particular statement, it will give a error message. Okay, you cannot convert the numbers with the operators. Even dot is not allowed, right? Okay, we have already discussed about it, right? Okay, so through input function, if you are reading abdina, you have to give only the integer numbers, whole numbers you can give. You cannot give any other value. So when you try to execute this particular statement, it will give the error message, right? Okay, so now let us go to the next question. Let me save it. Okay, so we'll go to the next question. Okay, so following code. Now let us read the third question. Can someone read the question? Do you want me to name? You volunteer yourself here.
Following code has an expression with all integer values.
Yes.
Why is the result of floating form?
Okay, thank you, dear. Okay, following code has an expression with all integer value. Okay, why is the result in floating point form? Okay, so the result of the statement is in floating point form. Okay, they are asking why. Okay, so now let us go through the statements. So here a comma b comma c is equal to 2 comma 3 comma 6. All the values are initialized with the integer. Now look at the expression. Okay, so d is equal to a plus b star c slash b. Okay, so here I'm having multiple arithmetic operators. So among these three operators, that is, I'm having plus, asterisk and then slash. So among these three operators, which operator will be performed? Which operator will be executed? Which expression will be evaluated first? It is B star C. It is B star C. It will be evaluated. Okay. So after evaluating B star C, so that will be divided by B. Okay. So when you divide integer by integer, the result of a division, it is always a floating point value. It is always a floating point value. Okay. So when you do the multiplication, when you do two integer multiplication, you will get integer as a result. However, after the multiplication, when you divide the value by 6, okay, when you divide the value by b, the result of division, it is always floating point value. So the result of b star c divided by b, that will become floating point value. So when you have one integer and then floating point value, so the other data type, what will happen? Okay, when I'm having the numbers of different data type, what will happen? automatic type conversion takes place, type promotion takes place. Okay, so in the expression, if the expression contains complex number, it will be converted into a complex number. If it contains floating point value, then the other value will also be converted into a floating point value. So here your A, it will be converted into floating point value. So because of that reason, the result of the complete expression will become floating point value. Okay, so that is the answer you have to write. So what you have to write? You have to write it as, okay, the result of division, the result of division is always floating point value. Floating point value. Okay. Okay. So the complete expression, and when the expression having integer and float value, okay, type implicit type conversion will take place, and the result of an expression will become float. Okay, so like this you have to write the answer. Okay, so there is a division operator. The result of division, it is always floating point value when you have integer and the floating point value. Okay, so the implicit type conversion takes place. Okay, so that is the type promotion will takes place, and the result will become floating point value. Okay, so this is the, they are not asking you to find the output. Okay, they are asking, I always say that, read the question. Okay, in the, or if they have given any program segment abdina, don't just assume that they are asking for output question. Okay, so you just read the question. After reading the question only, I came to know that they are asking why it is floating point value. So you are expected to give the explanation for that. Okay, they are not asking for the output. Okay, so you have to be careful with that. Okay, so now the next question is, what will following code print? Okay, so this is a this program, this particular question is a output question. So output question abdina, you have to execute the statement, you have to execute the program statement by statement. Okay, however your Python interpreter executes the program, like that you have to execute it manually, and then you have to give the result. Okay, now look at the question given here. A equal to VA is equal to 3. A equal to VA is equal to 3. Okay, so what will happen after this?
The variable A will point towards the value 3.
Okay, A and VA,
And VA.
both the variable will have the value 3, and then B and VA is equal to 3. Again, the value variable A, B and VA, it will have the value 3. So print of A comma B. So what will be the output?
3 space 3.
Yes,
3.
the answer is
3 space 3.
3 space 3. That's it, right? What is the value of A? A value is 3 and B value is 3. So it will print the value as 3, and then there is a space and then 3. Okay, so normally we tend to make a mistake by giving comma. You cannot give a comma in between. Okay, so if you give a comma, we supposed to reduce half mark for that. Okay, so depending on the, that is for the centum papers, all these small things will be verified. Okay, so if you really wanted to score centum, these areas you have to be careful with. Print A comma B, the default separator is space only, so there will be a space in between the variables, so the result will be 3 space 3. Okay, now look at the next question. A equal to 3, B equal to 3.0. Print A equal to B. What is the result of A equal to B?
True.
True. True. Okay.
True.
So when you do the comparison, okay, so we have already studied that it will remove the trailing zeros. That is, so decimal point kapram, if there are zeros, that will be removed and then it will do the comparison. So A equal to B, that will give you the result as true. And then print A is B. A is B. Abindrapo, you are checking whether A and B refer to the same memory location. Okay. What is the result of this? What will be the result of this?
False.
False. Okay. So because your A is an integer value, B is a floating point value. So A and B definitely it will be stored in a different memory location. So the result of this particular expression is
True. False.
true. And then in the
Next
next
line,
line, you have the value false. Right? Okay, so now look at the next question. What will be the output produced by following code? What will be the output produced by following code? State reason for this output. Okay, what will be the, you have to give the output and then you have to explain it. Okay, so now let us execute it line by line. Okay, A comma B comma C is equal to 1 1 2. Okay, so A B C it will be initialized with the value. A will have the value 1, B will have the value 1 and C will have the value 2. So D is equal to A plus B. So what will be the result of D? What will be the result of D?
2.
Okay, so 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1, it will become 2. D value will become 2. Okay, so and then E is equal to what? E equal to 1.0. F is equal to 1.0. G is equal to 2.0. Okay, right. H is equal to E plus F. E plus F
2.0.
value is 2.0.
2.0.
Okay, E plus F value is so 2.0. And then what is that? Okay, so that's it. Okay, print C is equal to D.
True.
Okay,
True,
so
ma'am.
C equal to C oda value another 2. A plus D oda value and another 2. Okay, C equal to D, that will give you the output as
True.
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 C is D.
True.
True, ma'am.
True.
True, ma'am. True.
C is
True,
D
ma'am.
because both are integer, which was evaluated here. So C is D. It will also give the output as true. And then print G
True,
is
ma'am.
equal to
True.
True, ma'am.
True.
okay, G equal to H. So G value is 2.0, H value is 2.0. That will give the value as true. Print G is H.
True, ma'am.
True.
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 Okay.
True.
So both are, we are evaluating here. So it will give you the output as true only. So the result of all the 4 expression is
True.
true. Okay. So we will write that. This is question number 5. 5 la we have A. A la true. 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 And then true. Okay, so now look at the next question. A equal to 5 minus 4, 5 minus 4 minus 3. So it is A value enada 5 minus 4 minus 3, 5 minus 4, the minus operator. So it has to be evaluated from left to right. 5 minus 4 is
1.
1. 1 minus 3 is
Minus 2.
minus 2. A value is
Minus
minus 2. B value, this is you have to be careful with. B equal to 3 double star 2 double star 3. So
Right
in
to
this
left, ma'am.
expression, which will be evaluated first?
Right to left.
Right to left.
That is your exponent operator, it is having the right to left associativity. So if you are having in expression, if you are having 2 exponent operators, the exponent operator which is in the right hand side, rightmost side, that should be evaluated first. Okay, so you have to evaluate 2 double star 3. 2 double star 3 value another 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, the value is
8.
8.
okay, so and then you
3
have to
power 8.
evaluate 3 double star 8. 3 double star 8. 3 to the power of 8. What is the value? We don't know. We will evaluate it. Okay, so you have to you should know the order. Okay, so that is the point. Okay, so let us take our Python shell and then we will execute it. Okay, so here what is the expression? 3 double star 8. So the answer is 6561. So that is the answer you have to write. Okay, so the answer is, okay, for B, what is the value of A? It is -2, and then in the next line you have to write it as 6561. Okay, that is the output that you have received, right? Is that clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, next the next question is C is equal to A comma B comma C is equal to 1 comma 1 comma 1. Fine. D equal to 0.3. Okay, D equal to 0.3. E is equal to A plus B plus C minus D. So A plus B plus C, 3 minus 0. Okay, then it will become some 2.7. Okay, so next F is equal to A plus B plus C equal to D. Okay, so here I am having the arithmetic operator and then relational operator. Okay, what is the result of A plus B plus C?
3.
It is 3. So 3 equal to 0.3. Yeah.
No, ma'am.
No.
False.
False. Okay, so F value, what is the value of F? F will print the value as false.
False.
So with simple calculation only, nothing tricky here, right? Okay, so here E value is
2.7.
value is false.
2.7.
F value
False.
false. Children, are you writing along with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So C value is what was that? 2.7, right? So 2.7 and then false. Right. So now look at the next question. What will be the output of the following Python code? Okay. So A is equal to 12, B equal to 7.4, C is equal to 1. A minus is equal to B. Okay. How will you evaluate? A minus is equal to B na enna artham?
A is equal to A minus B.
Equal to A minus B. That is, A will be decremented by the value of B. Okay, so when you do that, okay, so what is the value of A? 12. So 12 minus 7.4. What is the result of 12 minus 7.4?
4.6.
Dear, the answer is
4.6.
4.6.
4.6. Okay, so the answer is 4.6. Now print A comma B. Abdina, what is the value of A?
4.6.
4.6
Space 7.4.
7.4. Next, A star is equal to 2 plus C. Who can give the answer to this? What is the meaning of this? A star is equal to 2 plus C. What is the meaning of it?
A is equal to
A
E multiplied
equal
2
to A
plus C.
star 2 plus C. So what is the result of it?
3. 36.
No? 3. Yeah.
36.
Okay, let us write the question. Okay, so only the expressions I'm writing. Okay, sixth question. A by B, C value we will substitute. A minus is equal to B, which means A equal to A minus B. What is the value of A? That is, A value is 12 minus 7.4. So 7.4. So it will subtract the value, which will give you the result as 4.6, right? So 4.6. So now the value of A is 4.6. Now after executing this particular statement, A will have the value 4.6. A equal to 4.6. Okay. Next, A star is equal to 2 plus C. Okay. So the expression
25, ma'am.
25, ma'am.
A star is equal to 2 plus C. So when you expand that, you will get it as A equal to A star 2 plus C. Now substitute the value. What is the value of A? It is 4.6 star 2 plus C. So what is the result of this? What is the result? C value another it is 1. So what is the result of this?
10.2.
How will you get that?
4.6 into 2 plus 1.
Okay. So now look at let us evaluate it. Okay. So you have to write it as A. Look at this very carefully. So I'm writing 4.6 star 2 plus 1. Okay, so when you do that, the result is 10.2. Okay, however, if you write it as, say for example, A would value on the end of the A equal to 4.6. Then now I'm going to write the expression A star is equal to, right? A star is equal to 2 plus
Ma'am, C
2
value
plus
you did
1.
not assign, ma'am.
You know, I'm just substituting the value directly. Okay, A star is equal to 2 plus 1 and then I'm printing the value of A. So now look at the answer. Okay, so it is like 13.8. Okay, why? Because Abdina, when you have the shorthand assignment operator, okay, so shorthand assignment operator, when you do the shorthand assignment operator, here the meaning of shorthand assignment operator is A is incremented or multiplied by 2 plus C. So you have to evaluate 2 plus C first and then you have to multiply with A. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 multiplied by 4.6 is 13.8. So that is the answer to that question. Okay, so when you have been asked in an exam, okay, so it's not necessary that 13.7777 now not required. Okay, you have to write it as 13.8. Definitely it is not 10.2. That understanding you need to have. Okay, A equal to, normally when you expand it will be like this only. Okay, however when you do the evaluation, whatever the expression, okay, so that should be evaluated first and then it should be incremented or multiplied, and whatever the operator that is given here as an augmented assignment operator, that should happen as the last evaluation. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
A equal to A star 2 plus C. Abdina, we know that the multiplication operator takes the highest precedence. It has to be evaluated first. Abdinta, we will multiply 4.6 multiplied by 2, which is 9.2 plus 1, which is 10.2. Abdinta, we will be writing. However, if you are using a augmented assignment operator, whatever the expression in the right hand side, that should be evaluated first, and then whatever the augmented operator that was given, that should be done. Yeah, so it should be 2 plus C, that is multiplied by A. Okay, so the answer to this question is, the answer of A after the evaluation of this particular expression is A equal to 13.8. Now can you give the answer to the next statement? B plus is equal to A star C. B plus is equal to A star C. So now B equal to B plus A star C. So what is the value of B? Is it changed in between? This is B equal to A star C. Yeah. Okay. So now the value of B is
7.4.
7.4.
okay. So I should have done it with 7.4 here, right? Right? I've done it with A star. I've been put in. So it's supposed to be B star is equal to, right? Am I correct? Okay, so look at the expression print A comma B, print A comma B. Okay, this is correct only. A star is equal to 2 plus C, that's correct only. A equal to 13.8. So next print A, print when you print A, that will become 13.8. B plus is equal to A star C. What is the value of B? B value is 7.4 plus what is the value of A?
12.
It is 13.8. Star C. What is the value of C? 1. So you have to multiply, okay, 13.8 into 1, the value is 13.8. So 13.8 plus 7.4 is what? 8 plus 4, 12.
2.1.
Okay, so 12 and then remaining 1. So remaining 1, it is 7 plus 3, 10. So 10 plus 1,
21.2.
11. Okay, so it is 21.2. Okay, so the B value is 21.2. Okay, so printing the value of B. So what is the answer? What is the final output of this question? So print A, B. So in the A yoda value என்னவா இருந்தது? It is 4.6, right? 4.6 and then print A. So at that place, the A value is 13.8 and then B value is 21.2. Is that clear? Okay, so when you are having augmented assignment operator, whatever the expression in the right hand side, that should be evaluated first. Okay, so that should be evaluated first and then whatever the augmented operator given, that should be evaluated. Okay, so that you have to keep it in your mind. Okay, so next x comma y is equal to 4 comma 8. Okay, z is equal to x divided by y star y. Okay, x divided by y star y. What is the value of x? 4 divided by 8 star 8. So 4 divided by 8 star 8. So which operation should takes place first? There is a division operator and then there is a multiplication operator. So what is the result of x by y? X by y another 4 divided by 8. The value is
4.0.
Huh?
2.0. 2.0.
2.0.
4 divided by 8. 8 divided by 4 illa. 4 divided by 8.
0.5.
0.5. 0.5 multiplied by 8. 4.0. Right, okay. 0.5 multiplied by 8. The answer is 4.0. So nothing very tricky here. Okay, so you just have to print 4. The result of B is 4.0. Okay, so next, this question, it is using a function. We have not yet discussed about function, which will be covered after a few chapters. Okay, so that question will be discussed only after that, 7th question. Now let us move on to the 8th question. Following expression does not report an error, even it has a sub expression with a divide by 0 problem. 3 or 10 divided by 0 does not give any error. Why?
Because the first value is true, ma'am.
Because so in there is a OR operation and the first expression, it is having the truth value true. So when it is having the truth value true, the second expression, it will not be evaluated. So the result of the expression is
3.
3. Okay, so that answer, that explanation you have to give, right? Okay. Okay, so question number 8. Okay, so 3 or 10 divided by 0. Okay, so in OR operator, in the relational expression, relational logical expression, containing OR operator, if the first expression has the truth value true, then second expression will not be evaluated. So here in the expression, the first value, that is 3 having truth value true, so it will not evaluate second expression. Hence, this statement does not produce any error, right? Okay, so this explanation, full explanation you have to write. Okay, so following expression does not support an error even if it has a sub expression with divide by 0 error. Okay, what changes can you make to above expression so that Python report this error? Okay, so Python error report pannum appadina enna pannum? You need to have 10 divided by 0 as the first expression. Okay, 10 divided by 0, if you are having it as a first expression, then the Python will produce error. Okay, that you have to note it down, right? Okay, so the answer have you you wrote, ma? You wrote this on answer?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, please note down.
Completed, ma'am.
Okay, ma. Okay, we'll move to the next question. So what is the output produced by the following code? Okay, so we have to execute line by line. A comma B equal to bool of 0 and bool of 0.0. Okay, so bool of 0, the result is false. Bool of 0.0, the result is false. So A and B assigned with the value false. So C comma D is equal to string of 0 comma string of 0.0. So string of 0 na
True.
within quotes kulla you will get 1 0 and then 0.0 அப்படின்றப்போ you will be having 3 characters. Okay, next print length of A comma length of B. What is the length of A and B?
1.
Okay, so boolean, this is a boolean value, right? Bool of 0 is false. Okay, what is the length of false? That is what you have to evaluate, right?
Pi.
So false, it does not have any sequence. So if you want to go for a length, print of length of A comma length of B, okay, bool of 0, that is having the this is the constant. Okay, so whenever you go for a length abdina, so length that will give you the number of characters. Okay, so if it is a sequence, so it is not a sequence, it is a constant. Have you seen the error message that is being displayed? Okay, type error, object of type bool has no length, it does not have any length. Okay, so if you want to find the length, then the object should be a sequence. So what do you mean by sequence? So sequence, it's nothing but the variable containing more than one value. For example, your string is a sequence. Okay, so if you type it as length of within single quotes kulla false irundadna, then it will become a string, then it will give you the result as 5, right? Okay, so here they are not converting it into a string. Okay, they just want length of bool of 0. So that is the actual statement that you are trying to print, right? So it will print the value as false. So print of length of false. Again, okay, so your this is a shell prompt, print and then prompt, it has no difference. Sariya, do you understand? Okay, so your false is a constant. Okay, so it is not a sequence. Only for the sequence you will be able to find the length. So this particular statement, it will produce error. So when you go for, if you ignore that statement, only if you correct that, it will go for the next statement, print of length of C. What is the length of C? Length of C is, length of C. C la enna irukku? String of 0. String of 0 abdina. So there is a string which contains only 0 character in it. So it will give you the output as 0 string. Okay. Appo length of C is
0.
1.
1.
String of 0. What? It is a string. Within the string there is a 0. Length of string of 0. Answer is 1 because there is 1 character. So similarly, length of string of 0.0. What is the answer?
2, ma'am.
0 point yaar count panva?
3, ma'am. 3, ma'am.
Okay, 0.0 abdina, there are 3 characters. Even space should be counted. So length of string of 0.3 0.0 abdina, there are 3 characters. So when it will convert it into a string, there will be 3 characters. It will give you that length. Okay, so how will you write the output for that? So you have to write it for the 9th. Okay, the first first print statement
False.
produce error. Okay, as the Boolean data type, as the length function cannot be used for bool object. Okay, and then the second print statement or the result is 1 space 3. Right? Okay, so next, given the string s is equal to 1 2 3 4 5, can you write an expression that gives the sum of all the digits shown inside the string? Okay, so that is, the program should be able to produce the result as 15. Okay, so again for this we need to go for a eval function which we have not discussed yet. Okay, so we will go to the next question. Okay, predict the output if E is given input as true. Okay, E oda input is true. Okay, A equal to true, B equal to 0 less than 5. 0 less than 5
Yes, ma'am.
True, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, 0 less than 5, the answer is
True.
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 Okay, print A
True.
equal to B.
True.
True. Print A is B.
True.
True only.
True.
True.
A is B, the answer is true only. Okay, so and then C is equal to string of A.
False.
True. C is equal to string of A. So the true abdindra Boolean value you are converting it into a string. So it will become string true. That is, within quotes you will be getting T or UE. So similarly D is equal to string of B. So what is the string of B? It is also giving the result.
TRUE.
Again, it will also have the value string true. So
True.
print C is equal to D. Print C is equal to D. True equal to true.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
True.
it is. Print C is D. Whether the string will refer the same memory location. Shall we check? Okay, we will write the program. A equal to true. B equal to 0 less than 5. Print A equal to B. Print A is B. Okay, so let me run it. Okay, so name true, it's not defined. Okay, it's supposed to be capital T. Okay, so it will give you the result as true, untrue. So what is the remaining statement? Okay, we will execute line by line so that you will understand. C is equal to string of A, and then D equal to string of B. Okay, print C equal to D, and then print C is D. Now let me save this and then run this. So you will get the output as true, 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 all true. Okay. So here, since you are doing the initialization here in the Python itself, okay. So even the string refer the same memory location. Even the string refer the same memory location. Okay. What is the next one? E equal to input of enter. E equal to input of enter the value. So while it is asking for the input, you have to type true. So that is what given in the question. Okay, predict the output if E is given input as true. Okay, when it is asking for the input, you have to type true. Okay, so after this, you have to check print C equal to E, and then print C is E. Okay. Okay, so when you do that, it will ask for the input. Okay, enter. So here I am giving the value as true. So when you give true, okay, C equal to E is true. And then when you are reading the value from the user, even though the value is same, it will be stored in a different memory location. So C is E, that will give you the answer as false. Right? Okay, so when you are reading the value from the user, that is floating point value or the string, when you are read it from the user, even though the values are same, it will be stored in a different memory location. So that is the reason why, even though C is equal to E, C is E, it will not give the answer as true. Okay, that is what you have to understand. Okay, so if you are doing the initialization in the program itself, Abhina, so A is B, the identity operator, that will give you the result as true. However, if you are reading the value from the user, do you remember we have discussed about VLML? So when you initialize both the variable with the VLML, it will give you the result as that A equal to string 1 is equal to string 2, and then string 1 is string 2. Both it will give the result as true. The same VLML, when you enter it through the keyboard, okay, you are reading from the same string from the user and the other variable is initialized with the same value, Abhina, that time it will not give the result, that is the identity operator, it will not give the result as true because it will be stored in a different memory location. Okay, so that is what you have to understand from this question. Okay, so we'll stop here. Remaining we will discuss it tomorrow, right? 1 minute here.